Good morning, Jane Addams. Today is Tuesday, February 2nd, 2021, Miss Griffiths, day number 94.
Day number 94. Unbelievable.
Did you know that what's interesting about February 22nd? February 2nd.
February 2nd. It's that animal that's in the ground.
Punxsutawney Phil.
Yeah, that's it.
Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day. It's a little early yet. We don't know necessarily if Punxsutawney Phil saw his shadow or not, but we'll probably have that in announcements tomorrow to see for sure. But if he sees his shadow,
we hope he sees his shadow,
because that means only 6 weeks till spring.
Oh, no. If he sees his shadow, it scares him, right? And he runs back in for 6 more weeks of winter.
Okay. And then if he doesn't
see his shadow, he stays out because spring is right around the corner.
Well, hopefully he doesn't see his shadow then.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
I didn't realize that. That's what it is about the shadow?
That's what I always heard.
Huh. See? Yeah. See, we're learning. Hey, that's what we're at, right? School for learning. Speaking of learning, Sandy's been doing some learning in 3rd grade, and it's her birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday, Sandy.
Yeah, Sandy's birthday today in 3rd grade. Hopefully she has a great day. Maybe she celebrated this today or is going to celebrate this evening, or she may have celebrated early this last weekend. You never know. But happy birthday to her. Hey, we're going to just quickly go over the attendance totals. Again, our goal is always 100. We want to get at least 890. Monday's preliminary total. Again, those Mondays and Fridays are tougher for us, and we're just going to keep plugging away. But I do want to give that information out to people so then they have an idea, and we're not hiding from our stats. We're just going to keep trying to push along and move forward and try to improve. And I think I will have a very good guess that we will probably have better attendance today on this Tuesday. Speaking of this Tuesday, Groundhog's Day, but it's also the start, and we're going to talk about that next, so I'm going to keep moving on with this. But this Tuesdays, we're without Mr. Perry. He is not in the building this week. He's at a different building. So all PE this week will be remote. So Art will have Mrs. Casson at 11:10. Lane has Art 12, Ramsey at 1:15, Novi at 1:50. Music, you can see there, Cother, Kurz, Crum, and Hardis. PE, Martin, Kurz, Crum, and 1st grade. Now, again, this is just a quick reminder, we're without Mr. Perry. So teachers, if you look at the lower part of your schedule, this is week 4 now into the hybrid weeks. So just to try to help you stay organized. Now, like I said yesterday morning on the announcements, we said that yesterday, was the start of Black History Month or African American History Month. And we got some great, interesting people in our history of America. And we want to celebrate that. It's not every day. It's not a month. Usually we celebrate it all year. But this month, we just like to highlight it. Mm-hmm. So did you want to talk a little bit about some things?
Yeah, go ahead to the next slide. There's a couple of gentlemen here that I just thought we would bring our attention to. Unfortunately, both of these gentlemen have recently passed and are no longer with us. But John Lewis was in the House of Representatives, United States House of Representatives, and he represented most of Atlanta, Georgia, was his district. And he fought, did a lot of work for civil rights. And this quote I found, I kind of liked it. It said, "If not us, then who? If not now, then when?" And I thought, wow, that really so simple, but it makes a lot of sense about, anything in life that you could think about. Just even like when people throw trash out of the car window, like who's going to pick that up? Well, if not us, then if we're not going to do it, who's going to do it?
Correct.
So it's just, it relates to just all parts of our lives. And I just think it's something that we need to keep in mind. And then,
We also had John
but-
Lewis actually came to Springfield, Illinois a few years back. He wrote, I think, 2 graphic novels. He made them
oh,
about the march in
okay.
Birmingham. I forget the name of the book. We have a couple, I know that all of our high school libraries have a couple copies of each one. And he wrote a graphic novel just to help gain interest about the civil rights movement, and that in
Uh-huh.
a way where some students might be more inclined to read.
Yeah,
The graphic novel. Once I
very
find out that
interesting.
name, I'm going to remember. I did get to see him, and so that was very, very moving and inspiring. So sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt, but I did
No, no,
want to.
no, that's great. I like to learn those things too. So the other gentleman we have here is Henry Aaron, who was called Hank Aaron, and he played for the Major League Baseball from 1954 to 1976.
Yeah.
And he held a record for like over 30 years of the most home runs. And do you know whose record he broke for career home runs?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking you.
Babe Ruth.
Yeah, he broke Babe Ruth's record for the career. He had 714
Mhm.
career home runs, which pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And he also was the first um, Black man to work in the Atlanta Braves head the organization.
Oh, first head
Yeah,
office, front
the head
office.
office. Yeah, yeah. I thought
I
that
did
was
not
pretty
know
cool
that.
too.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
So,
always, I was I'm obviously a baseball fan, and obviously a little younger before my time of seeing him play, but I do remember the iconic, they always show the recording or the video of him when he hit his record
uh-huh.
breaking home run, and the guy comes out and congratulates him, and he's running along, and just hearing him talk about that. And he was a big ambassador for Major League Baseball and also African American athletes. So yeah, 2 big losses,
Yes,
but they've
very much.
made their mark in our history, not
Yes.
just African American history, but United States history.
Mhm.
And so we want to celebrate those 2 today. So thank you.
And both of them did have a birthday in February this month. Had a birthday. So
Perfect.
yeah.
That's a good graphic. I really like that. So thank you.
Before we go move on, I just want to say, Mr. Grossen, that if anybody, students, families, anybody has any history or some information that they would like us to share on the announcements, just get it to your teacher, send it to me so that we can put it on and share. I'm really interested in like local,
Yeah,
Springfield type information. So I think that would be fun.
that would be. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
So next slide, we're going to move on. We're going to do this a few days this week, but then I think we're going to hold off on the jokes of the week, or jokes of the day, but I think we're going to go with it.
We'll finish up this week, and I guess I should probably read them to you because I sent them in. So.
Okay. All right, here we go.
How does a polar bear catch fish?
Very carefully.
Actually, this is Mrs. Majori's, but I looked, so I know the answer. With his bare hands.
Duh. That makes so much sense.
I know, it's so simple.
Oh, that was a good one. All right.
What is an angry polar bear's favorite food?
I'm sure it's so easy. I can't think of it. What?
A burger.
That's another good one.
Yeah.
That's a pun, students. Burger. There we go.
Well, that's fun.
That was fun. Those were good ones on this day. We're going to move on to our focus statement. Students, we are on a Tuesday. It is February 2nd. It is Groundhog's Day. It is the first start of African American or Black History Month. So we have a lot of neat things that we want to go over. And again, we'd love to hear some of your ideas and local things of Black history. But but we got to make sure we're focused in our learning. And when we're here, we need to make sure, and not just here, everywhere at our homes, whenever we're working. So we need to remember to read carefully. Remember to think deeply. When we being asked to do something, we need to be able to show how we know something, show our understanding, be able to set goals, make a plan to achieve those goals, and we all enjoy learning
Relentlessly.
relentlessly. I like this graphic, but sometimes it's sort of hard for me to hold it in the whole time. But we're gonna try to prepare for a productive day at this time. It does make you feel better. It
It
just
does.
sort of like brings everything back to center, get
Mhm.
yourself ready to rock and roll.
And the more that you do that and practice, the easier it is for you to hold that and to breathe longer, hold it longer, release it. So your body adapts and learns how to do
Are
that.
we
So
supposed to bring it like up underneath our chest,
yeah, from your belly,
belly?
from your belly. Yeah. Because you don't want to breathe. This is shallow breathing, and this causes more stress and anxiety. So you want to try to bring it from your belly when you take that breath. Your belly
So it
should
goes
kind of,
out,
you
or
can put your hands on your belly and kind of feel it, you know, rising and lowering. So
the belly
that's,
goes out?
that's the place you want to get that breath from.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you. Hey, would you mind leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance this morning?
I would love to.
Perfect.
Ready?
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Students, we'll find out hopefully whether or not Punxsutawney Phil found his or saw his shadow and ran inside to stay warm a little bit longer, or didn't see it, it stayed outside because spring is just around the corner. We're going to get some information we're going to share with you information regarding African American History Month. Also, if you have any interesting tidbits or information, especially around Springfield, that would be sort of interesting. We do have some things that are sort of in the news, and we'll talk about those things later, but interesting things. Schools. Why are our schools named after certain people? Are there schools named after any prominent African Americans from Springfield or from this area or in national history? I don't know. We'll find out about those things. You never know. Thank you. We're going to keep working where we're at. Hopefully you keep working wherever you are, if it's at home or at school or at the babysitters or at aunties or uncles or grandma and grandpas or in our building. We're going to keep working no matter where we're at. And thank you, Mrs. Griffiths. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.